back to another episode of Tree Hill Talk. This is the podcast where we watch One Tree Hill, the best television show in the world. And this week, we watch Season 5, episodes 11 and 12. And we have a special guest this week. Jessica's with us.
Hi, Jessica.
Hi.
And we're super excited to have her. And if you don't know, I'm Ingrid. And with me, as always, is Liz.
Hello.
And Michelle.
Hi.
And we're going to just jump right in. For those that didn't join us or couldn't join us, we had a live stream on Facebook. It was a lot of fun. The reactions were good. The chat was good. And we had, some fun with some Lucas heads and Nathan heads.
Heads everywhere.
Heads everywhere.
If you ever watch our visual podcast for our Patreon, the heads you see, those are the heads we're talking about. And we played trivia for season 2 finale or season 3 finale.
Mm-hmm.
My trivia game.
It was one of the early seasons.
Just held on to those babies.
Yeah, so, man, I know 12 was a doozy.
Yeah, I'm almost forgetting things that happened in 11.
And it's funny because with 12, I was so distracted with what was happening that I only took 3 small notes. So hopefully we can all bounce off each
Small
other
notes.
and remember.
There was too much going on to take notes.
Yeah, there was a lot happening.
Yeah.
Luckily, we have people that sent in questions and stuff. So
that will help us out.
That helps.
And of course, we have Jessica with us. That will help.
She's an... Actually, Jessica, did you watch this when it was on television or you watched it on Netflix?
I did. I watched it when it was live the first time, and I've watched it way too many times since then.
Perfect.
More times than I'd like to admit. So.
Is the 100th episode your favorite episode?
It's my favorite for season 5.
Okay. Yeah, it's a big one.
I would say that seasons 4 and then season 6 are my favorite seasons of the whole series.
Yeah.
Season 6 apparently is a good one.
It is. It's a common
favorite.
Favorite is 4 and 6. All right, let's just jump right in here. So, episode 11, we had a lot of returning characters.
Woo!
We didn't see Tim, but we got reference to Tim because Bevy shows up.
That was so funny.
At Macy's, and she doesn't say that she married Tim, but we see the picture of little baby Nathan. And obviously you make the instant connection.
Well, it's the same picture.
It's the same picture.
That's what I was thinking when she pulled it out. I'm like, oh, that's so funny that she has a picture that looks like Tim's kid in her wallet, and then she says his name is Nathan. Yeah. I'm like, oh my god, that's
as soon as I saw that picture, I was like, oh my gosh, yes.
And Bevy's still Bevy.
Yeah. And I want to know what happened. Well, Bevy said she got out. She got a job, and then she got married and had a baby.
Yeah,
so she got married.
She's living the life.
Tim. But it's still a small town. I feel like they should still hang out with Bevy and Tim.
Yeah.
I guess not.
I guess they're too cool.
They're too cool for school.
But that's all right. We got a little Bevy at Macy's. Sponsor.
Sponsored by Macy's. Sponsored by Rock Band as well.
We also got Rachel.
Woo!
Your favorite.
Yes!
Everyone's they're shaking their heads right now. I know.
How do you feel about Rachel?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on Rachel, Jessica?
I liked her for season 4 when she kind of took Brooke in. I think she was necessary. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I really don't have much use for her.
Yeah.
I felt like there was really no need to bring her back in season 5.
Yeah.
Right.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I can now take a step back on season 4 and say, all right, Rachel, you were relevant, you were necessary.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we already know, like Michelle and I were saying before in commentary, like, we already know that Brooke's a good person. Like, we don't need to see her try and help someone else.
Yeah.
Everybody, all the time.
And I didn't care where she ended up.
No, I didn't care either. But
right.
Anyway,
we can move on.
I could have done without her.
Yeah.
I was very excited about Chase coming back, though.
Right.
That was super funny.
That was awesome.
Right. And it's funny because we were just talking about because our buddy, Lee Norris, posted a picture saying that he's having a guest on his podcast, Married with Television, next week. And it's a picture of a bunch of people from the cast. And we know that it's going to be Stephen Colletti. And you guys were saying, well, why is he posting this picture? Why is Stephen Colletti in it if he's gone?
It was funny because Victoria's character and Nanny Carey's character were in the photo, and Michelle and I were like, that's weird.
Why? So I tried to play it off like, oh, well, it was at a convention. A lot of the past characters still come to the show, trying to get them not to know that legit an hour from when we were talking, Chase was coming back. But I think I did a good job.
You did a good job.
No, you did do a good job.
I swear,
as always.
Yeah, Michelle and I were like, wow, Chase isn't coming
like,
back.
no problem.
Yeah. But then when he did, we were like, oh, it was nice to see him.
He's looking super cute.
Super cute.
Yeah.
Super cute.
Oh, yeah. And I heard he just got announced as the newest person for the conference in May.
Yeah.
So he'll be there next
heard
time.
that as well.
Yeah.
Do you go to have you been to the stuff in Wilmington, the conferences they have?
I haven't. I've been to Wilmington. I mean, I go there all the time.
Yeah.
So I've been on my own like tour, kind of like what you did, Michelle.
Right.
But I've never gone to a conference before.
Okay.
Yeah, they look fun.
Yeah,
They do. I really want to know.
Some.
And then, I mean, we do have other returning characters later on, but we're just gonna save that.
That's season
That's
episode 11.
12. Episode 12.
Sure.
We'll stick to 11.
We're sticking to 11.
Yeah. All right. So, who do we want to talk about first?
Well, we can talk about, I guess, the situation of the episode is that Lucas and Lindsay are having a bachelor/bachelorette party the night before their wedding.
The night before the wedding.
And Haley and Nathan are on the outs, so they want to connive and get them back together, quote unquote.
Right, but
So-
not tell them that.
But not tell them
that
that they're going to be there.
Right, at their
So
own
that's
house.
pretty much like the only storyline that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Plot, I mean, that's happening.
Yeah,
on
it
the
wasn't a
episode.
wild bachelorette/bachelor
No.
party. It was
Remember
pretty chill.
Nathan's?
Yeah. And, you know, they're all kind of hanging out. Even Jamie's there. Poor little Jamie just wants
he's
mom and dad to get
struggling.
back together. And it's so sad. He just wants to play Rock Band with mommy and daddy. And, like, you know, because we see him go and shop with Skills and, you know, talk about Rock Band. And Skills knows that that's what they want. But Haley and Nathan are so absorbed with each other and their issues that they're just kind of pushing Jamie aside. And then Jamie goes to his room, and of course
he's
Brooke
really
goes.
sad.
I really like the scene though with Brooke, Jamie, and Owen.
Me too.
Yeah.
I really like
me too.
Owen, and
Yeah.
I missed him in the second episode. I wanted him to be
Where
there.
did they
Yeah.
said he went
He was
away?
he was with Chase. They went hiking or something.
Yeah, that
Right.
they had plans or something.
right.
Which they weren't around.
Lame, but whatever.
Whatever. But you know, I really like that scene a lot, and I liked how I love Jamie and Brooke together,
Yeah,
and I
they're
love
cute.
Jamie with Skills. You know, Skills made that promise to Haley a long time ago that he was going to be there for her
He
and
did.
for the baby and et cetera, et cetera. But Jamie's
Love
really
it.
cute. And we see Jamie's bunny, the little bunny Chester.
Chester.
Yeah.
Really
Michelle
cute.
was like, where'd this bunny come
yeah,
from?
he, out of nowhere.
I appreciate it, but
The bunny was
we've
almost
never
bigger than
seen
him.
that bun before.
Yeah.
That
And
bunna.
yeah, so then I just wrote Jamie, Brooke, cute, with
Yeah,
lots
it
of
was
ease.
cute, and I like her and I'm sorry to go back to her and
No,
Owen, but I
go
like
for
her
it.
and Owen.
Yeah, they
I
are
like
very
that.
I
cute
like
together.
their connection. They were funny in the store and Macy's.
Mm-hmm.
And when Lucas and Lindsay were having PDA, they were like, "Let's beat them and have PDA." And it was really cute. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
So I like that they can have fun, they can laugh,
And
feel like
even
she's
with the
not as
whole
serious.
Chase situation, that was very
Oh, that
funny,
was
too.
really funny.
But
And
I
she's
guess
like,
now
"Awkward."
Chase will be back, and we'll try to win Brooke back.
Is that your
I'm
prediction?
sorry, that's your okay.
You don't think
Hello,
Peyton?
I think he's gone.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't think so, because Peyton was like, she kissed him.
I think
Brooke was looking. He was like, "Good luck."
I get what you're saying, but I think it was like an old, like
You think
how
he just brought him back to
yeah,
bring him
he
back.
was like, oh, that was. It's kind of like we don't really know exactly what happened between them, but he lost his virginity to her, and so I think it was just something special, like your first love, quote unquote, their love. You know how their love bloomed over like one episode,
Yeah.
but he loved her, and I think that that still lingers, your first love.
yeah.
So
I definitely.
I don't know. I didn't take it as like I'll be back. But I'm surprised that you did. That's really funny.
I did. Actually.
I'm looking forward to it then if he is.
Yeah, because of the fact that they mentioned him. In
That's
12.
true. He was still mentioned in episode 12.
And the fact that I don't know, that kiss that Peyton was just like, oh, because Brooke was looking,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
makes you think. I mean, it could end like you said, or it could leave it up to. This is going to get a little complicated.
This is true. I mean,
For
I
Brooke.
was like, Nanny Carrie is going to be gone, but then here she is. So
Oh, I
There
knew
she is.
She wasn't going anywhere. I didn't realize she was that crazy.
no, she's
Yeah,
I thought she was just a sexual
No,
being.
She's out there.
Oh
But she's in episode 12. So let's
Yeah.
do episode 11.
We'll just put that back
I'm
inside.
trying, I'm
and
trying.
We'll save it. I know it's hard. I know the 100th episode is a big deal,
It's a
but
big one.
so during this bachelor/bachelorette we have everybody kind of has all of these issues going on with. So, I know you guys don't want to talk about Rachel, but can we go?
talk about
Can
Rachel.
we swing
we have
right
to talk about with Mouth and
with
everything.
Mouth?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Mouth and Millie, we got Eminem.
Yeah.
And they, Millie is talking to Brooke and saying how happy she is, and she gets her little kiss every time.
Yeah, it was
and,
really sweet.
But then Mouth, the second he hears that Rachel's back, he goes
He's
into
distracted.
He goes into the mode of, I need to go see Rachel. I need to make sure she's okay. I'm Mouth and perfect, and I need to protect everybody. Like, he just goes into Mouth mode.
Right.
And he goes there, and Rachel is
She's
back
like
to her old ways.
thirsty or something.
She's-
She's like
yeah.
thinking she's
I think
gonna...
she's lonely.
Yeah.
I think she's very lonely. Clearly, I mean, she was OD'd
She's,
by
like-
herself
and
in
she's, like,
New York City.
throwing herself on Mouth. She's like, pushing her boobs out, and she's
Yeah.
getting ready. She wants a little. What did she say? A natural high. or
Yeah,
Natural
a
high.
natural high. I was like, damn, girl. And, but then, so Mouth leaves, and then we get Bitchtoria.
Oh.
As much as I know, I'm not Rachel's biggest fan either,
No, I
but
felt
I
terrible
felt
for her.
horrible for her in that situation because she is vulnerable. Yes, she's still Rachel, but deep down, like, she's a drug addict. She's by herself. She's trying, we see that she's trying to better herself, and then in comes Bitchtoria and says, literally, you are nothing to her, and
She's like, you're pathetic.
yeah.
Why is all Brooke's friends feeding off of her,
Leeching, yeah.
lurking and leeching after her money, and it's just. I felt bad for her.
Yeah, she doesn't deserve it.
She's relentless.
What do you think of Bitchtoria, Jessica?
I don't want to give anything away. I think for season 5, she's really hard to like, and because she hasn't been around for the previous seasons, it's kind of hard when she's throwing things in Brooke's face, like, oh, you've earned my help and whatnot. It's
my God, that was
when
bad.
she said, "You earned my help," and Brooke's like, "I'm your daughter. I have to earn this. Like, I don't need to earn anything."
And I think, like, as a new mom, too, like, it kind of hits me in a different way now than it used to, because it's like, no, that's not the way that works, Like, so.
Yeah, unconditional.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, she ended that whole scene with Brooke, which was, like, heartbreaking, because Brooke is just so desperate for a mother, and the mother that she never had growing up, and now she's trying to get that from her. But Victoria isn't that person, and will never be that person, really, to her.
She says, whatever.
Whatever. Like, oh my God,
Her
I hate
line.
Yeah, that's like her catchphrase is whatever. Allison on Twitter says, I wanted to drop kick Victoria for what she said to Rachel.
Yeah, she was nasty.
Oh, God, that's why she's Bitchtoria.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then Bitchtoria also has another moment. It was episode 11, right? Where she goes, it was the Macy's, where she, again, which this is what ends up leading Brooke down to this path of firing her, is because she takes over the meeting without letting Brooke know. And she's like, oh, yeah, you go do your social fun things.
Yeah.
I'll take care of the business. Because she doesn't think Brooke is smart enough.
Right. Or responsible. And she thinks that she knows everything. And how could Brooke possibly understand how to do any of this without her help?
Yeah. And Jade on Twitter says, I think Victoria is much worse than Dan with her words anyway.
Oh, yeah. She cuts deep.
She does. I mean, Dan has said some crazy shit to people, but Victoria just has this twisted, just her look at you can just make you feel like so little.
I want them to get together, Dan and Victoria.
Oh my God.
Me too. I'm waiting for that.
I want that.
I would love that.
Yes.
And it's true because Dan, as evil as he can be, he has had those moments where he does things out of love.
And just
because he
softer
does
side.
love a softer side, and he'll show that.
She doesn't have that.
We haven't seen that side
Or we
yet.
haven't seen it. I mean, the one time we did, it was the fake dream that Brooke had, and I think
Brooke
she has
wanted.
just, that little glimmer of hope, and she still didn't, follow through. It's very sad for Brooke.
Yeah.
And Owen says to her at that moment in Macy's, like, I know that's your mom, but again, like, how
You don't
can
deserve
you
it.
deal with this lady?
Yeah. And then we see that Rachel ended up leaving and the money's
And
gone.
taking her money, that Peyton gave double back to what Brooke had loaned her. So that was really nice.
So
I think that's why I have such a problem with them bringing her back in season 5.
Me too.
It's like, once again, like Brooke like reaches out and does something nice for her friend, and then like what does she get? You know what I mean? Like she's getting stolen from her.
Exactly. It shows that Rachel has not really changed, and she still is hurting. And I'm like, why did we have to show this? And unless she's coming back again, and we'll make her a better person.
We said that on commentary. We're like, this is literally the same storyline for Rachel that she's always had.
And it is sad. It's sad
it's
for
very
this character.
It's sad.
But I just did not need to see it. I'm watching a stink bug, guys. Jessica, my house has stink bugs all in them.
Yeah. The dumbest bugs ever. And then, Rachel leaves, and I mean, I think we could have just had her. We could have had the scene with her being found at the apartment, her ODing, and then Brooke sending her to rehab.
Agreed. Yeah. I would have really, really
We get a little bit of Rachel, and then she goes off.
And it's showing Brooks being a good friend. And even Owen said, I hope she can do well on her own.
And it gives Owen depth, too. It brought his storyline out of who he was.
Yeah.
I agree. But hopefully that's over with.
This is like deja vu. Yeah. Is Rachel coming back?
Is Rachel coming back? Where's Royal?
Season
Where's
4.
Deb?
Is Rachel coming back?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Maybe this is the end of Rachel.
Yeah.
You have to laugh afterwards.
You do. I do.
You never know who comes back and who doesn't.
True.
Totally.
Let's just do that. What else is going on?
There's this review on our podcast rate and review on iTunes, and it's like this person leaves a comment all the way on the bottom. It's like, he comes back at the end, wink wink or something, and I'm like,
I actually still don't know who or what they're talking about.
So someone comes back.
I hope it's Chris Keller.
We thought it was Chris Keller.
I love Chris Keller. Looking back,
I really enjoyed Chris Keller.
I miss Chris Keller. Maybe they were talking about Chase.
There you go.
Maybe.
Makes sense. Let's see. What else?
Well, we talked a little bit about Dan, but we didn't talk about the fact that he's like officially out of prison.
Yeah.
And
oh my God.
He was walking out
with
free.
that goatee and
with the
light
fake
behind
Peyton.
him.
It was the fake Peyton.
That was so gross. That was
my God, it was so gross.
And I usually, you girls and guys know that I think Dan is a fox, and I like his fox.
He's back to that middle part, and it's like he flat
there was
ironed
something
it.
about
it's
his
just
like
so bad. It's so bad.
But like the way he was flirting was like highly inappropriate to me. I don't know. It was gross.
It was really gross.
And I usually am comfortable with Dan flirting, so I'm like, heh. But no, it was really gross.
Yeah, and then she's like twisting his chest hair.
It's like so gross. Totally rocking the fact that he murdered someone.
Yeah, he's like, yeah,
in cold blood, I killed my brother.
And she's like, but did you do it? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, fuck.
She's like, I'm gonna
sleep with a murderer.
She's been with 2 psychos.
Literally.
Psycho Derek and Dan.
She's going to be in one more episode, I think, in a few seasons. So you'll have to be on the lookout for her.
Oh my God.
She's like
that
little...
they kept her around.
I wonder what the reason is why she keeps popping up.
Like, I mean, she's like a different person each time. It's not like a reoccurring character.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying, like, why do they... Maybe
really? That's so funny.
Maybe she knows, like, the actress knows somebody, and she just keeps... I know that a lot of shows do that, where they reuse actresses.
Yeah, that's really funny.
Yeah. It's like, where's Waldo? Where's fake Peyton? Let's see. I mean, all I keep thinking about is episode 12, which is really bad.
It's so hard to like think about 11. We talked about Mouth and Rachel. We talked about.
We could talk about how in the end of 11, Haley reads Lucas's book.
Oh my God!
And calls Lucas and is like, "You can't marry Lindsay."
I didn't think that's. You think that she's calling Nathan?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. We think she's calling Nathan. Yeah.
And then the twist is that she's actually calling Lucas and telling him not to marry Lindsay.
Not to marry after this,
but no reasoning. Time. You don't get any reasoning.
You just see that she's reading his book because he did give Haley the book to
and they're kind of saying it at Lucas is quoting, I'm assuming, the book at the end of the episode, and so she closes the book when he stops talking, and then she picks up the phone. And so in my head, I'm like, oh, she's gonna call Nathan.
Yeah.
But she calls Lucas.
Yeah, because you think she's inspired by the words to call Nathan.
Right. But she's really
she's
like
not there.
figuring it out.
Yeah. Oh God. after this whole time of her defending Lindsay and how Lucas needs to be with Lindsay, Peyton had her shot, and then she says, you know, you can't, because she knows Lucas for her whole life, that Lucas is in love with Peyton because the comet. Yeah. So that's where that episode ended. I say let's just jump into 12.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is true.
Let's just do it.
Yeah, because really, I mean, we had the Naley drama. We had Mouth and Rachel. We had Chase coming back, and he was coming to the party, and that was pretty much it. I mean, nothing else really.
And let's start on a high note. Karen and Andy.
Well, it's so funny because Michelle and I were trying not to look at the beginning credits because they always kind of spoil the names for us, and we have gotten to know these characters and know their names outside of the show, and we were like, oh, but we're not going to spoil it, so we cover our eyes, and then they have a moment where there's no names, and then all of a sudden it pops out and it says Moira Kelly. We're like, no, damn it.
I know. I was like, fuck. We're going to start putting a piece of paper
names
that we'll just take
but
down.
I'm glad. I mean,
and it happened really quick.
But
it was
you didn't know Andy.
I was beyond shocked.
I know.
I could have
so
good.
Exciting. And go, Karen.
Well, you know what? It's been 4 years.
Yep.
Yeah,
plus,
it's been 4
and
years.
she did love him.
Yeah.
She did love him.
I just want to know how it happened.
Maybe we'll get to it.
Yeah, maybe we'll get to it.
I hope so.
Yeah.
They'll just say it in one breath. Oh,
That's
when,
it.
you know, you and Mom, when she's, you know, she was abroad. She's everywhere. So she probably went to Australia or New Zealand, or I think he was in New Zealand, maybe.
New
Yeah.
Zealand?
New Zealand, yeah.
And they probably rekindled, and she was like, P.S. I got a daughter, and let's
Let's
this
do
happen.
this.
This is it.
Yeah, remember how you wanted
She was
kids?
ready.
I have
But
one.
I have one. It's
But
so funny.
I think she's going to go live with him. I don't think she's staying in Tree Hill
Mhm.
at all, actually.
Right.
There's
This
no
is just
point.
a one-time thing.
There's no point for her to
Yeah.
stay in Tree Hill.
I agree.
Her shop's not there.
Right. They had her
Lucas
come
is an
in.
adult.
Right, she
and
came for the
look
wedding.
at
That
the
didn't
shop,
happen.
And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jess, do you like Andy?
I love Andy.
Yeah.
I mean, I always was a Keith fan,
Yeah,
obviously,
totally.
but I did really enjoy, like, earlier when she was with Andy. So I was glad when I saw that they ended up back together.
Right.
You know?
I
Liz was
loved-
so excited. I knew you guys would freak out, but like that was. I was
Liz
like, wow.
definitely
Wasn't-
jumped off.
Liz was
the,
so excited. I
I
forgot
just
how much
really
she loved Andy.
I just really couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, I did not predict that at all.
Yeah.
I was really thoroughly happy and satisfied and surprised.
I love it.
So many emotions, and I was just like, yes. This
Yeah.
is what I
Yes.
wanted. I wanted her to
yes,
be
yes.
happy. And Michelle and I joked, I don't know if it was last podcast episode or the one before, we're like, oh, maybe she'll find Andy
Oh, we
again. It would be so cute.
Yeah.
So we're on the season 5 predictions.
Dreams do
Michelle and
come
I
true.
You've
are like,
been really
yes.
on point.
We really, we've been doing really well.
Yeah. And Ingrid's like, mm-hmm.
I'm just sitting here, just quiet, just doing my thing.
The episode opens, they're taking the drive.
Yeah,
right?
the drive.
Lucas
and
Haley and
To go to the dock.
Jamie.
Chandler on Twitter actually said, I guess Lucas really is living in his uncle's footsteps.
Right.
Both were left at the altar.
Yeah.
Weddings do not go over well in Tree Hill.
Yeah, I mean,
They're not rarely successful.
yeah, because it's funny that Chandler said that because we do have a moment in the beginning when he's driving and he's telling this story about when he was younger, how Keith let him drive. So now he's doing the same with Jamie, and Haley's in the car, and then Chandler brings it in with that they were both left at the altar. So it really is. It's like we kind of had a Keith Nugget.
Yeah,
That's a
sort
stretch.
of.
It's a stretch.
Jessica,
Come on, we gotta try to
what's
get
your
one each.
opinion on Lindsay? I'm just curious.
So, I was never, well, you guys are probably going to hate me for saying this. I was never, like, the big Leighton fans. I wasn't really Brucus either, but I could kind of, like, take or leave Leighton.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Navy all the way, so actually the whole, like, episode 11 bothers me a lot.
Yeah.
But I never saw Lindsay with Lucas.
Right.
I was still kind of rooting for Peyton and Lucas, even though I could kind of care less.
That's fair.
Right. No.
Yeah.
I agree.
But I will say for episode 11, just a little fun fact is that both Lucas and Lindsay have the same initials because it's Lucas Eugene Scott. And Lindsay Evelyn Strauss.
Oh, that's so
wow.
funny.
I didn't realize that.
I didn't even think about that either. I'm like, oh, they both have like old men or women middle names.
Yeah. That's funny. Oh, I never caught that before. That's a good catch. So we have this wedding happening, and there's a lot going on. We have Karen comes in before this wedding, gives to see the cafe turned into Clothes Over Bros.
The Brooke moment was really sweet.
I love that moment. Like, Brooke is so desperate for a mother that Karen just swoops in, and she's like,
desperate
I got you.
for that mother-child relationship, as we then see later on when she announces that she wants to have a baby. So she just wants something to love her unconditionally.
Yeah,
like
she
wants
does.
to be loved that way, and that's so sad.
So sad.
Oh, it's so sad.
But like, Karen tells her all these things that she needs to hear, that, you know, she's just getting started, that she's the one that's gone the furthest. You know, like,
she's changed the most. She said too.
And oh god, I love Karen.
I know.
Why
is
Karen so great?
I said it from the beginning. Karen, my favorite couple was Karen and Keith, and that will forever stay.
Forever and
I love
always.
them both as characters.
Yeah. And then Peyton shows up, and, you know, Karen hugs her and tells them
to Brooke, she's like, how's Peyton doing?
Yeah,
she knows that she's struggling.
And, you know, she tells them, she says this whole big thing about, you know, finding, if you lose love, you can find love elsewhere.
Yeah.
Whether it's work or family or whatever it is.
It could be something better.
Yeah, it could be something better. So
I was like, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
And then they get to this wedding. They're outside tailgating, because that's what you do. And Skills has this whole spiel about how Peyton needs to stand up when they say, "Does anyone
Ross
have any
and Rachel
issues?"
that shit.
Yeah. And, you know, and he does mention the Ross and Rachel.
Which I said that I'm like, that's how the situation's going to be. Peyton's gonna, you know, or Lucas is gonna say Peyton's name or not, and not Lindsay's.
Yeah.
That would have been funny, but
it would have been. But and then, you know, everyone in this episode is having these moments of imagining things that they want for themselves.
Very confusing for the audience.
Right. So we have the moment where we see Peyton stand up and say all these things like, you can't marry her, but you guys knew, because we had
like,
previous.
This is all fake. Fake.
This is fake. This is fake. The other moments that we had like that were
the Nelly moment.
That really
was sad,
because it was so real up until it started raining inside that you realized.
Then I was like, oh, there's a leak.
That's what I thought too, and I was like, how ironic would that be? And that kind of worked for them.
Coming, and I was like, oh man,
yeah. God, that was heartbreaking. And then Brooke, when she's finishing Lindsay's dress, she imagines herself standing in the dress. And then was there another one? Was that all
when Peyton's outside of the church?
Oh yeah, and she thinks that she's coming out of the church.
Yeah, that she's coming out of the church.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Yeah, all really sad.
Yeah, they're all really sad. Everyone's just really sad. This.
Even though it's supposed to be like the happiest day.
Yeah, it's
ever,
supposed to be.
You know.
And Dan, we have Dan creepily getting ready to go to this wedding, and he's like whistling and getting ready in his creepy dungeon apartment, a motel room or whatever it is.
He shaved for it though. It was really
he did.
True.
Yeah. Chandler on Twitter said, "Yes, Dan. So glad to have him back. I applaud Paul Johansson so much, though, for his portrayal of Dan Scott. He murdered his own brother, yet I still like him."
Yeah,
me too.
Totally.
Yeah,
I love to hate Dan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I still, even in that episode when he's choking out Nanny Carey, I'm like, but Dan, they're gonna think it's you.
Me too.
Yeah,
like, the way he went about it,
you want to defend him.
Wrong.
Yeah,
but isn't that funny?
It's so crazy.
Well, in that case, it's like when Dan's right, I want him to be in the right.
Yeah.
And when he's in the wrong, I want him to be punished.
Yeah.
Right.
And in that situation, he was doing the good thing, but in a
bad
way.
Well, he was doing it in the only way he knows.
Dan way.
In the Dan way.
Yeah, he was doing it the Dan way.
Yeah. Jade on Twitter wants to know, do you think Dan will stay away from everyone now?
Hell no.
Now that he's out, or is he going back to his old ways?
No.
Well, I'm just curious to see how.
I think he really wants a relationship with his. I mean, with his grandson, but I think he still wants them with his own sons too.
Yes, of course.
Right.
So I think he's just gonna be ruthless and just trying to just get a relationship with them, and they're gonna want
and not
no part
go about
of
it the right way.
Yeah, the Dan way.
Wouldn't he be on parole? I guess not.
I mean, he's on parole, but I don't know what the limitations of that is.
What do they? I don't know.
Yeah,
really and they couldn't find him. The whole police could not find him.
Yeah, in a small ass town. But whatever. Maybe the motel was outside of town.
It looked like maybe it was.
Yeah,
it didn't look like a one-tree
do we want to just talk about Nanny Carey and how fucking crazy she is?
Wow, she's.
They really
did you think she was coming back at all, or did you think she was?
I thought she'd come back, but I didn't think it was going to be to the. I thought she would go to, get Nathan.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think anything about
go after
Jamie.
him. Yeah, because she really, I didn't think she was going to do it.
We heavily focus on her loving Nathan and wanting that.
Yeah.
But I mean, we do see her a lot saying, "Oh, I wish you were my son, and you can call me mama, whatever." So it is there, but I focused more on her having a relationship with Nathan.
Me too.
And now Jamie, and now this was more. This was more important to her, I think, is to get Jamie than Nathan. Even though Nathan's marriage is doomed. Yeah. Was doomed.
No, her target is Jamie.
Yeah. Interesting.
And, then she takes Jamie because Jamie has to go to the bathroom. Skills is like, let me come with you. He's like, no, I can do it. And, there she is. She swoops, takes him to this creepy motel.
I wonder if that was her plan all along, was to do this. Or she just saw an opportunity and took it.
Yeah.
Because really, who leaves a 4.5-year-old by themselves or to go to the bathroom or wherever, especially in a church with all these people.
Right.
So if it was me and I was crazy, I'd be like, oh, well, they're never going to leave him alone, so I'm not going to attempt to do this. Yet they did, so.
Yeah.
Either way, she kidnapped him.
She did. And she's even dyeing his hair.
Which I guess she ran out because she forgot the dye because his hair wasn't black.
Right. Yeah, she was wetting his hair. Saying, oh, I'm gonna, you're gonna look like me. And then she was looking for something, and then she's like, oh, shoot, I don't have it, whatever. Runs out, tells him to play hide and seek.
Again, the logic of leaving a child by themselves, but she's not well.
She's like, I'm your mama now. So creepy.
You can call me mama.
Yeah, she's so creepy. But then she gets what's coming to her because Grandpa Dan comes in, slips on in, and saves the day.
I was glad, but I also wanted him to call the police.
Yeah, I wanted him to do it the right way.
I mean, he's probably like, I'm an ex-felon. Why would I call the police? Yeah, so why would I call the police when I can just tell her about how I killed my brother for the 500th time?
I know, he really just likes to put that out there.
Yeah, he likes to remind everyone.
Like Deb, I'm the crazy drunk grandma.
Yeah, and they have to just remind you how crazy they are.
Yeah.
We know.
How Allison wants to know, how do you think things will be with Dan lurking and shit?
I think it's going to be back to the old.
It'll just be really sad.
Yeah.
Unless Deb shows up.
All right, Michelle, tell us.
I'm just so upset about this.
Okay, vent. Let's go. Let it out.
I know.
I just I
hate when shows do this
on live.
If you're going to write her out,
if you weren't part of live stream, I vented a lot because I really was looking for just a little dollop of Deb.
Yeah.
Thank you, Monica. Dollop of Deb.
A dollop of Deb.
No, but I saw a picture online of the 100th episode. They were celebrating, the cast.
Yeah, with the cake.
It was a big 100. And she was in that picture. So I'm like, oh, great. She's going to be in the 100th episode.
And she's nowhere to be found.
Even if she's gone forever or she's coming back, maybe she'll be back next episode, and I'll be biting my tongue because I'm impatient. Just a little. It's like she never existed.
Yeah.
Which is just
they
weird.
haven't mentioned, because at least before they mentioned Karen, that she's off traveling.
Right.
And like I said,
Deb hasn't
season 4 finale, she was in it. She drove them to prom.
Mm-hmm.
She took care of the baby.
Yeah.
Right.
We got Chase, we got Rachel, we got Bevan.
All these randos.
I'm just trying to rile you up.
We got two. But no mention of crazy grandma, but crazy Dan, who's in jail, who killed his brother.
Yeah.
That's
all. That's all. Okay.
That's all.
That's all right. Then, we're kind of jumping back and forth. When Haley sees Dan for the first time,
she's like, you better leave.
She's like, you are not going inside that church. You're not going anywhere near my family. Jade wants to know, if you were Haley, would you let Dan see Jamie? Oh, if that was your son.
No.
Jess is like, hell no.
Would you, Jess? How would you react in that
How would you
situation?
react?
No, there's no way I'd let my kid see I mean, it's hard because like you want to be close to your grandparents, right? But I would rather keep my kid away from that.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, he's
never been a good father either. As much as he thought he had good intentions for Nathan, he just didn't.
Yeah.
And it's, you know,
it's like in Dan's twisted mind, he thinks he's doing what he has to do and how to fix things. But he's not he's just not.
He doesn't do it the right way. He doesn't know.
He's always like conniving. You know, like he always has an agenda.
Even
it's always for his benefit.
Even after he saves Jamie, brings him home, we have this slow-mo pan of everyone just looking, and in walks Dan. He still has a shit-eating smile. He's like, I just saved your kid. You're welcome.
I'm a hero. Yeah.
You know, like he still even had that same smug look.
He Dan smirk.
You know,
but
that
you know
Dan
what?
look.
I love it.
I love it.
Eating it up.
I love it.
Missed him.
So now we have like 2 villains. We got Bitchtoria. Well, 3. We got Bitchtoria. We got Carrie. We got Dan.
Is Carrie gone? You think she's
gone?
Do
you guys think Carrie's gone? Someone asked that.
Unless the truth, I'm very curious to how this whole plays out.
Maybe they'll arrest her.
Yeah, if Jamie comes out, it's like, oh, Nanny Carrie took me, and then Grandpa Dan.
I hope that Nanny Carrie gets a beating for this.
Yeah,
and she goes to the stink bug now. Is
Liam stink bug update? Liam is trying to get the stink bug, and he's jumping all around us right now.
Yeah.
So, Dan.
I hope there's justice. I hope there's justice for Dan. Even though, you know, the way he went about it was ridiculous. But I hope Nanny Carrie goes to jail.
He did nothing wrong.
No, he didn't.
No, but, you know what? I can see it. It's kind of like this situation where Dan took the blame for Nathan when he punched out that guy. Like, Dan didn't do it, yet he still got time for doing it.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's going to be that kind of situation.
Karen's face?
She was
oh my God.
Her face was the best.
Her face was like, I'm going to fuck this guy up.
Dan's return.
I mean,
she hasn't seen him in 4 years.
Him except for Nathan and Lucas.
4 years? 5
years?
About
4
years.
4
and change.
Years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor Karen. But she's got Andy now, so it's okay.
Yeah. And Andy's seeing Dad. I mean, remember
he
was like,
oh my God,
working with Lucas on getting the files.
Just everyone seeing him.
Remember all that?
I know.
That was so good. That was season 2?
I don't even remember what season that was. 3? Jess, do you know?
I want to say it was 2.
2? Yeah. I think, probably.
Because 3 is when Keith comes back and ends up with Karen.
And ends up dead.
Yeah.
Liz is grabbing her chest.
My heart just never dead again. I'm sorry.
It still hurts.
Yeah, it still hurts. It will forever just hurt. Like, do we want to talk about Lucas and Lindsay and what goes down? So we find out that the book is about this comet, and the whole time you're thinking, okay, he thinks it's about this boy looking for this comet and all of this stuff, but we find out, and Lindsay figures it out because Lindsay is very smart, that the comet is actually Peyton's car.
Yeah, because she looks at Peyton's car outside of the church.
And I was wondering, I didn't want to look at you guys.
I didn't pick up on that at all.
But there was a shot where they show that the comet, when Lindsay looks at Peyton, when you guys were saying, oh, she gave her a look, there is a clear shot of the car that it says comet, but I wasn't sure if you guys caught it.
No,
I was like, I'm just gonna sit here and see if they catch it.
There was too much going on.
Metaphorically, I mean, it was, but not. Right. I was just thinking actual comet. Heading.
I know, but I was like, oh, maybe they'll see it, and then no one caught it.
Also figured this out too. Yeah. Probably not even thinking anything about Peyton's car being comet.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, it's so obvious too because he started writing when she returned. Right? Yeah. I mean, it's clear that this is, Peyton driven. But again, Lucas, a little slow.
He can't
just like Nathan, a little bit
the
of
Scott brothers are a little slow.
The Scott brothers are slow.
A little slow on what they gotta get going here. And God, and then you guys predicted though that Liz, you predicted right that Lindsay was gonna leave.
I did. I didn't know if
I knew the wedding wasn't gonna happen, but you predicted
I didn't know if it was even
Lindsay.
But I don't know if I remember if predicting that it was going to be at the wedding. I thought maybe beforehand Lindsay would call it off, saying this is too much for me.
It was like Runaway Bride,
but this was literally Runaway Bride. Yeah. Which now it's gonna take Lucas even longer to like get over the shit. Because it's like she broke his heart, not the other way around. So now,
Maybe he'll be like Keith and just disappear for a while.
Maybe. I wouldn't hate that, actually.
Maybe he should go to...
You need a break from Lucas?
I need a break from Luke for a little bit.
See, Jess is loving it because Jess isn't a big Leighton fan. Jess, how are you feeling right now with the whole Naley being on the outs?
So, it breaks my heart because they really are. They've always been my favorite couple.
Yeah.
And so Haley just frustrates me. And I definitely would not put up with infidelity, in my relationship or whatever. And I totally get her point of view on that. But I feel like, come on, it's Carrie. She's psychotic. Like, clearly. Like, Nathan needs to be better about the communication, obviously. But,
yeah.
I feel like she's kind of taking it a little too far.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And everyone was really mad at her on the episode 11 at the Bachelorette. They were all Haley needs to get over herself.
Right. Oh yeah, everyone in the chat. Everyone in the chat was like,
on the live stream. Everyone was chatting how
get
they
off
were
her high horse.
So annoyed with Haley in that part of the episode.
Because we as the viewers know what happened between Carrie and Nathan.
Right, but Haley doesn't know.
Haley, imagine you come home, your husband is naked in a shower with the nanny, clearly, and he goes, nothing happened. And she's like, he's in love with me, like stupid shit. Right. You're just like, what the like,
and then
get
he
out.
Said nothing happened, and then he finds out she did kiss him.
Yeah, there was a kiss.
Even though he said nothing happened.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah,
I'd be really frustrated.
Yeah, you would.
No, and I would too. I don't know. I just get frustrated with Haley.
Right. She could frustrate Haley
me
as a character is very stubborn.
Oh, yeah.
And she's very stubborn, very stuck in her ways. And once she's like, has her thoughts on something, that's it. Like, there's no budging.
Right, yeah.
So, and then what set her over the edge was when Jamie fell into the pool and she obviously, she looks at it as, they were arguing, but she blames him for the fact that they were arguing. So if that never happened, then Jamie would have never fell. Yeah, it's a spiral. Mm-hmm. And, but then when Jamie gets taken and, they're looking for him, you have this moment where, they come together and she's crying.
And she says, I shouldn't have kicked you out. Maybe this wouldn't have happened. If you were around, you could have protected him.
Yeah. It pulls at your...
sad.
It is very sad and stressful. And, I don't have a child, but I can imagine that is the most terrifying thing ever.
Yeah.
And
she says, he's all I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad that she can't really say that she has Nathan.
Yeah. I'm glad Jamie came back in this episode.
Me too. Oh my God. I'm
Imagine
so glad they didn't draw that out.
Yeah. That he was just taken for a while. No.
I was like picturing another Jake situation when she's like gets to go to a different state or something. I was like, let's resolve this soon.
That's what I was thinking too.
Like
they wouldn't find them for a while.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. But Grandpa Dan. And were you guys surprised that Jamie actually let Dan
I am
help him?
Actually. Yeah.
I am. I was surprised.
Jamie's a smart kid. Do you think he realized that Nanny Carrie was psycho and
I don't know if he realized that or maybe he just was like, okay, I'll let you in.
Yeah.
And I don't know where he was in the room when he choked out.
Probably hiding in the bathroom or something.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll do a flashback and we can see how that went down.
Because when Jamie gets brought back and Haley's hugging him and saying, where were you? What happened to you?
Grandpa Dan.
Grandpa Dan saved me.
Yeah.
So, I wish he would have been from Nanny Carrie. Finish.
I predicted that they were going to have a shot where the police are at gunpoint with Dan, put your hands up, you stole this kid.
Me too.
Right.
But they didn't.
I'm glad. I'm glad that didn't
what
happen.
Next episode, whatever happens. But
yeah, that would have been too much. I think.
Much. I was like, oh no,
no, Dan, we need you. What else? And then Lucas, I guess, didn't know Jamie was missing because he ran after Lindsay. He missed that whole thing. He goes home. Lindsay's there crying and reading it. Yep. Again, I don't know why you did that.
When did this comment happen? And he was the first day when he fixed Peyton's
and we
car.
get that little flashback of Lucas and Lindsay.
The first
Peyton
baby.
with their hair.
That's really funny.
Oh my God.
Peyton was so miserable.
She was such a broody teenager.
Yeah.
And
so
What?
Sorry, I was going to say, I recently read that apparently in that episode, originally, you don't see that Peyton's car says the Comet. And then they added it back in for this episode.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was going to say, it didn't resonate with me. Like, I didn't remember anything about Comet.
Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't important to me, if anything. Like, I wasn't focused on that, I guess. So.
Yeah.
But that's
I haven't had a chance to check and see if that's actually the case, but I just recently read that.
Huh.
Yeah. And then someone in the chat had said that the song changed on Netflix for the church scene, that it was another song and Netflix didn't have the rights to it, so they put another song in there.
Interesting.
Which happens a lot, apparently.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes...
It was like an NXS song, I think, originally, and then it changed to Carrie, I think.
The Carey Brothers or something?
The Carey, Ride by the Carey Brothers.
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah, so they didn't have the rights to it, so they had to change the song.
I should go, before we do the OC, because I have it all on DVD. I should go watch it on Hulu and see what songs are
what's different.
You will know, at certain moments and songs and stuff.
Right,
yeah.
But we'll watch DVD. I mean, it'd be interesting if we watched One Tree Hill on DVD.
What would be different?
The library and stuff
too.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of extras and deleted scenes and commentary.
Fun.
We should definitely, when we're all said and done with the podcast, with the show, we should have just like a dedicated episode to like watching
the extras and all the
commentary.
I can't wait to do that.
I can't wait to Google.
I just want to research.
I know they're not allowed to Google anything or look at anything One Tree Hill related online.
Right. And now I'm kind of mad that IMDb got rid of their like comments section, because this is what I do on a normal basis, is like go in the comment section of IMDb and I look up what everyone has to say, but I guess I get to talk about it with you guys, so it's kind of like the same thing.
Yeah.
That's get my opinions out.
We can do it here.
Yeah. I have to say something.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys are going to take this.
Okay.
I had a revelation just a minute ago.
Uh-oh.
I don't want Lucas and Peyton to be together.
Okay.
Again. I'm not on the Leighton train anymore. I had this realization and I had this like maturity, and I'm like, in this episode when Karen said to Peyton, you could be on to bigger and better things, I was like, you know what? You should be.
Yeah.
And Lucas should be too. Mm-hmm. So I'm dropping it, guys. I'm on the season 5 train, and I don't have any ill feelings towards Leighton, but I don't foresee them. I don't care if they are or aren't.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, Liz, when we went through it, we said like we don't see them together.
No, I don't think they're like quote unquote endgame.
No.
Yeah.
I never.
But they make it seem like they will be though.
No, Naley's endgame.
Oh well, Naley.
Everyone always talks about how Naley's everybody's favorite couple. That's why I'm never worried about them.
No, I'm not worried about Naley. But with Leighton, I feel like I don't know why. I don't know why I feel that way. I feel like it's been 4 years and like they were great in high school, and then when I kind of look back on their relationship, I'm like, you know what? It was high school though. To me, it wasn't like this epic. Even though they make it in a light where it was so epic, but to me, it didn't feel that epic. I don't know how to explain it.
I feel like Naley was way more epic.
Yeah,
with all their rain scenes.
Well,
dramatically,
they had a lot of drama, a lot of passion.
Yeah,
with Naley,
I thought I don't know. I still love Leighton and their soul, and their souls definitely connected in terms of friendship, and maybe they will have a reconnection again. But I don't think they're endgame, and maybe they'll realize, you know what? Why are we even fighting for something that we've actually really grown apart?
Yeah,
maybe
that's how I feel.
Maybe we'll get Jayton. Jake will come back.
Don't tease me.
Yeah, but that didn't work either. Let's
hey, you never know.
Well, she.
Well, it didn't work because he heard her say that she loved Lucas in her sleep.
I think.
Remember that?
Yeah. And I was like, really?
How big is Jenny now?
Right?
Jenny's in college.
Jenny is married.
How old was she when we last saw her? She was a baby.
1, 2?
Yeah.
So she was a baby. So she's what, 6, 7? Yeah. No, older. No. She was born way before.
Yeah, because there was a couple of seasons after we saw her.
Yeah.
Oh, little Jenny.
Jake and Jenny living their life.
I'd like a little Jake nugget or something.
Me too.
Who would you rather see, Deb or Jake? If you only could pick one to bring
Deb.
back.
Just Deb, because at least they wrote off Jake. I just need to know what happened to Deb.
Yeah.
Some of Deb's story.
You know what? Just tell me what happened to Deb, but I want to see Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, there you
Sum
go.
up Deb's storyline, but
Way
show
to
us Jake.
twist it.
Thank you. Have my cake and eat it too.
There you go. All right. Well, do we want to?
I don't know. I mean, that's pretty
That
much
was
it.
so much that happened, but like, there was like huge things that happened.
Right.
Really.
Yeah. There was.
Oh God. Ugh.
Where do you think? Okay, so this was episode 12.
We only have 6.
We only
more
have
left.
6 more. Where do you think this is headed?
I
Where
think
do you
Dan's
think?
gonna stick around. He's gonna try.
Oh,
and
Brooke
form
wants
bonds.
a baby. We didn't want to talk
Oh,
about
yeah,
Oh,
we didn't really talk
what
about
do you
Brooke.
what do you guys think about
I
her
don't-
wanting a baby?
It's, to me, that wasn't shocking.
No,
the girl wants love.
didn't
She needs
shock me
unconditional
either.
love.
Do you think she's gonna have a baby?
No,
I think it's going to happen, but maybe
not yet.
Not yet.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
But she
yet.
said she came back to have a baby.
Yeah, she's like, I came back, yes, to help you, Peyton, but also,
Well, to come back to home and to
Yeah.
be around people she loves and people
yeah,
who love
she was
her.
been alone,
And she
doesn't
wants to
wanna
have
be
a
alone.
baby. So go ahead, Brooke. Have your baby.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Mama Brooke. That's
What do you think
fine.
about it, Jess?
Well, Brooke's my favorite. I know you guys are not fully
I
on the Brooke
don't
train
hate
yet.
I'm on the Brooke
I'm getting
train.
there. Now. I'm getting
I
there.
really don't hate Brooke at all. Please.
No.
I know. Like I said, I'm on
hate
season
is
5
a strong
train.
word. Hate is a
Yeah,
strong word.
and Brooke has evolved so nicely.
Yes, she's evolved the most beautifully out of all of the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll say, like, I mean, I wasn't a huge Brooke fan in the high school seasons.
Yeah.
But like really, like starting in season 5, she became my favorite character really fast.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that.
Yeah. She's really good this season.
Were you, when you first watched it and she said she came back to Trail to have a baby, were you shocked or you saw that coming?
I was, because I was like, so I was actually, I guess, a year or 2 older than they have been, like, through
Yeah.
the series. And so, like, when I saw her say that she's 22 and I was, like, 23 or 24, I'm like, girl, please, you gotta hold on for a little bit.
Right. Yeah. It's
I
so
was thinking
true.
that too. I'm like, wow, well, you're only 22, but, more power
Yeah.
to you.
I
Our
mean-
subscribers have kind of, like, shed a different light on
Yeah.
people getting married younger
Young.
and having kids younger.
Yeah. We had a
I
couple.
don't know. We're just we're just not there.
Yeah, we're just
So
meant
it's
to
I
be.
mean,
funny that
I'm
like
definite-
everyone is
right.
so different.
Yeah.
Like I'm married and 30, but I don't want kids at all anytime
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah.
Right, and that's
So
Yeah.
everyone's different. So
Everyone's
when
different,
we were,
yeah.
talking about Nelly and how they got married so young and they had a baby so young, and then our subscribers are like, "Girl, that's
Yeah,
nothing.
that's normal."
That's
So,
normal."
Yeah.
I will say, because I'm from Connecticut originally,
Oh, nice.
and then, I've lived in North Carolina for like 19 years. So all of my friends and family in Connecticut and in New York waited a lot longer to get married and have
Yeah.
families.
Mhm.
And then like all of my friends down here got married. Like some of them got married like right out of college.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think it's like almost like a regional thing.
It
Yeah,
really,
I
it really
definitely
is.
think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Like,
So
I love
while
that. It's
everyone gets
interesting.
married in high school and 22 on One Tree Hill, I mean, it's based in North Carolina,
yeah.
Right.
so
yeah.
you never know.
Right. No, it
Yeah.
makes
It
It
total
does.
sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
It does.
I will say, going to high school in North Carolina, I did not have any married classmates.
Oh,
That
Okay.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't think we had any either.
Married ones?
Maybe
No.
not. Definitely pregnant ones, but I don't
Definitely
think married.
pregnant
Yeah.
ones, just not married
Yeah.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What do you guys think about Brooke having a baby?
I
Like, how did you
don't
feel the
want
first
it
time,
yet.
Ingrid?
I
don't
remember
want it yet.
being like, oh, like I didn't see it coming at all. I remember being like, when they show that little flashback of
With her
when
and
she's
Lucas?
talking to Lucas to say, this is the reason I'm here. I knew she was probably doing some sort
When
of
did
soul
she
searching.
say that? That was when she first moved back to Tree
Yeah.
Hill.
Mhm.
Okay.
That was a scene we never saw.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I was just trying to. I'm like, wait, I got
Right.
confused. I thought
It had the
was the
hazy
night.
blue to show
I thought
you
it was
a
the
flashback.
night that him and Peyton broke up and they went.
Oh, no,
I
no,
don't know
no.
why that made me think
Yeah.
of that, but then when she was talking, I'm like, oh, and that.
Yeah,
that
and
makes
then
sense.
I just remember being like, okay, I wasn't like mad about it or anything. I just thought I was like, she just really is lonely,
Yeah.
and I mean, I was like, okay, maybe, let's just see how this is going to happen.
Our friend Owen could help her in the lonely department, maybe. I mean, now she's surrounded by her friends again. And maybe, I don't know, I'm hopeful that she'll feel, again, like, I would love it if she had a baby, but I feel like maybe she'll feel differently about having it since she is now around friends and family.
Yeah,
she's
and
not as alone.
Hopefully to have a baby for a different reason and just to fulfill.
Right, and plus she has
now
this is her responsibility, is her business.
Yeah,
because Victoria fired Victoria, so she's gonna have a lot going on.
Yeah, and I mean she has Jamie, and now she has her friends,
right?
And
so maybe she'll feel differently. Eventually, I would love to see her get married.
She'll be a great mother.
And it wasn't even just her having a baby. It was, you see, she wants to be in the wedding dress too. It was like she wants all of that.
Yeah, she wants
so I am super hopeful for that for Brooke Penelope Davis. I'm very excited.
I like the full name rule.
Yep, the full name.
Yes.
Liz is on the train.
I'm on the train.
She's on the Brooke train.
Yeah, I'm more interested in Brooke's storyline.
Yeah.
More than, for some reason, Leighton's storyline.
Which is totally fine.
Which is fine.
Brooke is great.
She's great. I like the way she's evolved. Again, as Jess said, I was like, I saw a different side of her come season 5, and that's I could see why a lot of people, that is their favorite character.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Chandler wants to know predictions on if Leighton will end up together by the end of season 5.
No.
So that's
season
6
5?
episodes.
No. I don't want that. But I don't predict it either.
I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with that.
I think Lucas is going to be so sad forever, and it's going to be so drawn out, blah, blah, blah. Same shit, different day with him. But I don't see it for season 5.
You know, reflecting here as we're marinating, and I'm sure I'll text you guys tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning of season 5, everything was kind of so different.
Yeah.
And now that this happened, I'm kind of like... It's like the same drama story over. Like, Nelly's got to work shit out. Now we got the Leighton situation.
Yeah, I see what
Dan
you're
is
saying.
causing problems. And now I'm just like, all right.
It's full
It's like the beginning of season 5, I was so amped up.
Yeah, because
and now this happened,
totally
and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Rachel even came back with super Rachel
characters to get different storylines. So the same, reusing the same
and
characters, which we love. It's hard.
Yeah. So we'll see.
I get what you're saying, though. I agree.
Do you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Overall, though, I cannot wait to see how we do 4 more seasons of the show.
Right?
I know. There's still so much.
4 more seasons.
Jeez.
Wow.
So what are your predictions for the rest of the series based on tonight's episodes?
The rest of the series?
Yeah. Oh. Let's just do it. You guys go on.
Since you asked
Jess,
so nicely.
This is the best part. This is the best part. We just sit back and listen, and we just, smile and...
Brooke will be successful. She's going to find love. She's going to have a baby. She deserves it. She's only going to have a baby.
Right.
Yeah. Peyton, I have no idea in terms of...
She's tricky.
Yeah. I think, though, her record label is her true passion, that will succeed. I don't have specifics for 4 years,
I know, it's hard.
Karen's going to stay in wherever New Zealand,
she's not staying.
With Andy, with Lily.
Damn.
Nelly will work it out. Where they will be, I think we predicted this we talked about this last episode. Maybe he'll continue coaching. She'll maybe produce more.
Yeah. Lucas.
Lucas
and Peyton are really hard to predict. Well, now Lucas is... I think he's very passionate about coaching. Maybe the writing will not be as passionate because now this is like a shitty situation with it.
He also needs Heartache to write.
Yeah. And now he needs a publisher.
True that.
True that. Not a good situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skills and Mouth. I want to continue to see them more.
Yeah,
I'm hopeful that they continue.
Mouth and Millie.
Mouth and Millie.
I don't know.
Eminem.
In terms of long term, I don't know where they're.
They would be really sweet. I really want to see them together.
But I don't know.
And it's hard to predict the series.
Yeah.
For season 5, I still have those same type of predictions. Of what's Nelly will be fine. Lucas is going to be sad. Maybe he'll continue to write, but he'll focus a lot on coaching and writing. And Peyton will be like,
I was surprised
oh shit.
that wasn't at the wedding. Whitey.
Whitey, you're right.
Is he
Whitey?
dead?
I never thought about that.
Oh, yeah, Whitey wasn't there.
Like, hello, another rage of me.
Yeah.
Not even a mention like, oh, Whitey dropped this off today. It'd be like a bottle of what did he drink, Johnny Walker?
Right.
Thank you.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally didn't even realize that he wasn't there.
He's probably on vacation on a Caribbean island somewhere.
Just a men again.
How's that cancer of the eye?
How's that cancer?
They're really
He's on vacation with Royal.
Oh,
jeez.
Every time Ingrid says that, I'm like, they're gone. They're gone forever.
They are gone.
They're with
but I think a couple episodes back, Ingrid was like, "Yeah, Deb's with Royal." I was like, "There she is. She's gone. She's gone. That's it. She's never coming back.
She's just never coming back.
She's
We're
never coming
never
back.
gonna see her ever again."
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, again, Schwan, let's have just give us one little Deb dollop and just let it. We'll be on our merry way, but we just want that one little dollop.
I will shut up.
We'll shut up about it.
Promise.
Yeah. Oh God. So Jess, you said seasons 4 and 6 are your favorite.
Yeah, those are the most popular.
Yeah.
In the whole show.
Awesome.
Besides season 1, a lot of people obviously like season 1 because it's the beginning. Blah blah blah.
That's where it all started.
And when you go back and rewatch it, do you stay in the order? If you watch it 1 through 9, and do you like
Usually,
skip episodes or like fast forward? I can imagine there's like episodes where you don't love or episodes that you love more.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely times. So usually I'll watch it in order. But I mean, there's definitely times where I'm like, oh, you know what? I really want to watch this specific episode, or like there's totally times where I cannot watch the shooting.
Right, I know. I would skip over that one too.
I don't think I could do that.
I don't know if I could ever watch it again. Honestly.
This is gonna make me sound like a psycho. I swear I'm not. But before we started the podcast, and this was like right when they first put One Tree Hill on Netflix, I remember I was hanging out with my friend, and we were talking about, because her and I used to be obsessed with One Tree Hill when it was on, and we were watch it. And when we found out, we're like, oh my God, One Tree Hill's on Netflix. Let's just like put on episodes. The 2 episodes we put on, one was the shooting. Why? I don't know, but I wanted to put myself through that, apparently. And the other one was when Psycho Derek goes to Peyton's house on prom night. So I just went, because you know why? I went, you know why? Because I was like, and we watched the pilot, obviously. But I was just like, oh my God, didn't this happen? Because it was so,
you couldn't remember some things
I couldn't remember. I knew, I was like, oh, let's find the shooting episode, because I couldn't remember like details and whatever, and then we watch it and we're like, oh my God, yeah, that's still terrible, just as terrible. Horrible. And then we're like, oh my God, do you remember Psycho Derek? And we're like, holy shit, let's find that episode. And then we just skipped past the whole thing and we just watched the prom one where he's like extra psycho.
He's extra psycho in that one.
Yeah, I mean, it had been years since I watched it, and I was like, wow, yeah, we need to do a podcast on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, those are the only ones that I watched up until we decided to do the podcast and then rewatch it all together.
That's
but
funny.
Honestly, I haven't watched. This is my first time watching it since it was live on the air. Wow. I watched One Tree Hill all the way through when it was live, like airing, and this is the first time since then I haven't rewatched it. So a lot of things
Have you ever rewatched any episode though? Like besides obviously the ones that you watched on Netflix. Oh wow. Nope. So it's kind of like it's kind of new to you too.
Like I know where everyone ends up. I know like obviously the big things,
right? The big major
but,
things.
But little details like I forget about. Yeah. Which is it's
which I kind of like for you.
Yeah,
I'm glad that you don't
because it's been a long time.
You can look at it different ways too.
Yeah. So it's not some things I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about that.
Jess, from the beginning, is there things that when you first started watching that you noticed or had feelings about, and then as the more you watch it as you get older, your opinions have changed on those things?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And I mean, I think a lot of it, especially now in their adult years, just because it's more relatable to where I am now, and being married, having a little kid, it's definitely a very different point of view. And it's, without giving anything away, like there's things that happen in the next even few seasons that you haven't seen yet that affect me in a very different way than they did, the first time I watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hope we get to talk to you about those things.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. It's funny. I was going to say, so I've been with my husband for several years, and when I first started watching One Tree Hill, like, on repeat, my husband was like so irritated. He's like, I can't believe you're watching this crap. Like,
yeah, you just gotta be
like such a hard time.
You gotta get that negativity out of your life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, so now when I watch it, he's like, oh, isn't that so and so? Like, doesn't this happen?
Yeah.
Isn't that?
Don't you love when that happens?
Yeah,
that happened with
that happens
Aunt.
with you and Aunt, right?
He'll like chime in, or I'll be watching a show. I don't think he's paying attention, and then he'll like give me this whole like commentary on it. I'm like, oh wow, you are paying attention.
Yeah.
You actually do enjoy this show and these
You
characters.
do care.
You just don't want to admit it, but you
Right.
really like it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Has he sat down with you and watched it, like the whole series?
Not the whole series, but I'm like certain episodes he'll like come sit and watch, and like he'll say he's not really paying attention, but I'm pretty sure he is.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I love
definitely.
it. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we touched on everything for the 100th episode.
It was a good episode. They're both good episodes.
Yeah,
but
a lot happened. I'm sure you guys are going to marinate. And we'll be texting tomorrow, because that's what always happens on these big episodes. The next morning, we'll get texts from Michelle and Liz being like, okay, I marinated. I don't know how I feel about this.
Right.
And then,
or you think about something else. Yeah.
Right. So if we
think
have
about it a lot.
if we have any updates for you, we'll post it, on our socials, definitely. But thanks for, hanging out with us this week.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we're just going to quickly shout out our Patreon babes. If you don't know, Patreon is a tipping and rewards site, and if you want to support the show, you totally can. There's a bunch of perks, there's different levels and tiers, and we have a giveaway that by the time this goes up, this current day will be the day we're announcing the winner.
So congratulations to whoever you are.
Congrats to whoever won, because we're in the past,
which
so
is
we don't know
a
yet.
Customized Ravens either tank or T.
Yep.
And
so
whoever you can customize whatever.
Whoever wins will be able to put their name on it, throw whatever number they want. So if you go to patreon.com/treehilltalk, all the information's there. We have bonus content like commentary, visuals, and other various goodies, and this is going to be the first month that we're doing our subscription box, which is super exciting. So if you like things like Loot Crate or Birchbox, we're doing a One Tree Hill themed one. So if that's something that tickles your fancy, head over there.
Mm-hmm.
And
those lucky people who get those boxes are part of the Royal Treatment, which is a shout out to Royal Scott, our favorite Scott out there. And those participants are Samantha, Kaylin, Kelsey, and Jessica, who's here with us. So thank you guys so much. We have the Trick Team, which is Gwen and Michaela.
Yay!
The Closeover Bros, Jason, Bethany, Kendall, Chandler, Allison, Logan, Ryan, Elizabeth, Teresa, Allie, Amanda, Kaylin, and Monica.
Woo! Big group.
Keith Scott Bishop Crew, Jill, Sheena, Jake, Jamaica, Tevin, Keegan, Shanique, Kristen, Steve, Yael, and Nicole.
Woo! Another
and
one.
then the Ravens, Aaron and Alicia.
Yay!
So
Thank
they're
you.
the two wonderful Patreons.
Yay!
Jessica's class.
Thank you guys so much. Without you guys, this podcast would not run, and we are seriously indebted to you guys. You guys are amazing. We are definitely creating this lovely little Tree Hill Talk family, and we love that you guys are all becoming friends with each other, and you guys even created a Tree Hill Talk book club.
So we're so excited.
I think that's gonna start very soon. If you go to Facebook and just search Tree Hill Talk Book Club, I think we also linked it in Twitter and our Facebook page, but we're going to start one of the books by the same author who did Big Little Lies. So if you watched
the whole series, and it was awesome,
amazing. So I'm sure the book will be amazing. So if you like reading books, if you like audiobooks too, you can use our Audible code, audibletrial.com/treehilltalk, and you can get 1 month free. So you can join the book club and listen to the book for free if that's something that you're into.
Nothing to lose.
Yeah,
right.
Audible. Yeah,
and you get to keep the book if you don't.
Even if you decide to cancel it and never pay for Audible itself, you can use the code and keep the book for free, no matter what.
Awesome.
So, we seriously have so much fun with you guys. Thanks to all of those who joined the live stream.
It was fun.
We're gonna hopefully do that again. Thank you to Jessica for joining us.
Thank you so much, Jessica.
Thanks for having me.
You were great,
and hopefully we'll have you again.
Yeah,
that's a perk of being in the Royal Treatment is you get to guest host on multiple seasons of One Tree Hill. So whatever other episode you want, just give us a shout out and we'll put you
let
down.
us know and we'll put you down for it. But
awesome.
So thank you everyone for listening this week. Stay tuned for next week, and we're excited to finish season 5. We're almost there.
About 2 to 3 more podcast episodes.
Yeah, and then we're there. And then we're done. So we will see you next week. Head over to Tree Hill Talk for all of our links. And we'll see you.
We love you guys.
Love you. Bye.
Thanks so much, Jess.
Thank you.
Bye, thank you.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.